fans across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Damn, Chris probably finna lose this bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Hollywood is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field
Oh, he
crowds.
threw a pick.
They're so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame.
Damn, OG. OG, why you quit?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
Hey, OG shouldn't have quit. He was on the 1 yard line, bro. Oh, fucking
The
line.
returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Brown will throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Oh, we running with quarterbacks off the rip ski?
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation.
Oh,
Take
shit.
a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond.
Where's my nigga that's supposed to be over there?
Hopefully can get behind him and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
It's Kane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was
like y'all niggas ain't.
There was going to be a lot of
what's up, bro?
It's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay
I put y'all in perfect position for this shit, y'all
You got to be
niggas.
loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll run it in the red
Oh,
zone.
missed this nigga, bro, on the draw ski. No fucking way.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays.
RPO.
Like he just
I fucking knew it.
Down Tigers.
I fucking knew
end
it.
zone for 6.
All right, I got him filled out. Now we good. I hope he don't run that same shit like that all game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Keelan Russell. Left side is Edwards.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Back to throw. It's Russell. Complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Out wide left, it's Hill. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think...
Oh my God, why is he throwing the ball way out there though? Like, hello?
You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil
What the fuck is we
war
doing?
between each other all year long.
It's a whole
they get to
pig,
settle
bro.
on a big stage.
Way out yonder.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down.
Tip
It's
pick.
picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. He's at the 50. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls.
Instead of trying to quick hike.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Turning it on.
This nigga is quick hiking the fuck out of me, bro.
Pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job by
Oh, we had perfect D right there. How y'all let him sift inside,
And when your
bro?
offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
That's a play the quarterback just has to get his feet set and then step into his throw. That's a big target he's throwing to. He shouldn't miss that pass, but he did because he was throwing off his back leg.
How they drag me in? I felt the RPO coming, and they still.
End of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Now on the move. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that is no good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Brown wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tide ready to roll on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this
unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. Trying to establish the run. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Left side, it's Meadows. Busts through behind his pad. Runs through a man. He might have space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Quick give. It's Hill.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right side, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Tide. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Gets away from one, finds some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
It's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Brown will throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Kane. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And that is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Russell. Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Could not make his way to the corner. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Handoff, Washington running left. Gets away from one. He's got space. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's USF sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season.
There he goes!
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And it'll be 1st down for this offense after the personal foul. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Give to the running back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
4th down, Russell. Rushes on, and he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Brown wants to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Not a lot of room to field this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Keelan Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. And take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Russell. Look out! And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Buys time to his left. Looking down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Left side is Edwards. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Through the defense. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Bounced right back to them. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Intercepted for the 11th time. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Changing the routes with his receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Churns into the pile. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Tough run here. It's Hill. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Brown will throw it. On the move. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a 1st down. Finish this ball game.
Running inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Might as well run him again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And they'll take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did. Really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. On the return. Smashes through the tackle. They'll bring him down the